Let's get TikTok. Oh. How you doing, Richard? Welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? How you feeling? I'm doing good. It's hot. I'm doing good. It's hot though. Trying to get set up my TikTok live. How was your day? Awesome. You staying cool? Whew. Got my windows and my doors open to try to catch the breeze. Try to catch that breeze. Let's see what we got in the gift gallery. Welcome in, guys. How y'all doing? What's the topic? Usually on Thursday night we do poetry night. Let's see if our my main poet is here. Yeah, fresh air is a must. I didn't get to write any poetry. I've been busy, but I'll read some of my old poetry if he's here. Daniel, how you doing? Welcome in. I hope everybody had a wonderful and cool day. All right. How you doing? Beautiful sincere. Good evening, Physics Bro. How you doing, Physics Bro? What kind of shenanigans you get into today? You love poetry? I like poetry too. I started working on one, but I didn't get to finish it. It's about this heat that we're dealing with. I didn't get to finish it. It's about this heat. It's about us melting. We all melting. I'm melting. One day you're gonna come on live and this is gonna be a puddle sitting in the chair. Brent, how you doing, darling? Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? God bless everyone here. Thank you, Brent, for popular. We had a good day. No real shenanigans. It's definitely motivation. Maybe I need to move this out the way. I got this in my doorway to, block the sun from coming in. Monica, welcome in. Yeah, the heat. I got me some ice though. I'm chewing on some ice, helping me cool down. Got me some ice, lime water. It's refreshing. Brent, I missed it. Thank you for the stingray. I appreciate you putting tips in the tabby jar. Jess, how are you? How you doing, Michael? How you feeling? Sheila, welcome in. How are you, Sheila Zizu? How are you, Saints? Thank you for the repost. Tyrone, welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Are you looking at the balloons back there? They still up? I got another balloon that's hanging up in front of me. How are you, Raj? It's not you raising the temperature? No, it's not me. Is it Octavio? Always like to say. Tyrone, thank you for the match timer. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you guys for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Jeffrey, welcome in. How hot is it here? Today it got to 100 degrees. Today it was 100 degrees. I'm from US. I'm in Texas. Thank you, Tyrone, for sending 100 comments to my life. Right now it is 95 degrees. I'm doing good. I'm happy. I'm hot, but I'm happy. The humidity was much lower a while ago. It was like, oh, it's 39 humidity. It's 101 there. 115 we got into your car. Heaven. What are you talking about? Saying that's not heaven. How you doing, Shamar? Andy, welcome in. How are you? Travis, how's it going? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm used to the heat. Sometimes it gets like a little bit. I just don't like being in the direct sun, you know? I can't be doing my usual stuff I like to do. But Shamar, as long as I can take a shower and be close to water, I'm alright. I'm alright. I feel my superpower coming in. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Yes, Crazy Bro said, Louis, that's crazy. He from Florida, so he used to it. You got some poetry, hey? That's wonderful. You're happy. I am genuinely a happy person. I do get sad sometimes, but I don't linger on it, you know. If I get sad or something bothers me, I cry and then keep it moving. Thank you, Travis. It's God's weapon. Crazy in love with this lovely heat. Are you really? Do you like for real enjoy it? Do you enjoy it for real? Cobra, how you doing? Thank you, Michael. Good morning to you, Luca. How you feeling today? It's evening time for me. It is 8:42 p.m. Richard, Lucas, welcome in. Blessings to you. I don't have any new material today. I don't have any new poetry. I started working on a poem about the heat, but I didn't get to finish it. You still wear your denim jacket? Sweating don't bother you? I still wear sweaters because I'm trying to cover up from the sun, but it's... Ian, how you doing, 13? Thank you, Wild Bill, for the compliment on my hair. Thank you, Travis. Kentrell, welcome in. Like different shades of brown? Yeah. I'm like that. I'm different shades. My arms are the darkest part of my body. Like they're tan. Now I'm at the point, I'm not gonna get much darker than this. I'm just gonna start burning, peeling, right? My feet look like ghosts. My legs are much lighter. Here and my arms are the darkest parts of my body. My shirt are dark gloves. How you doing, Kentrell? I like my tan, but you know the sun is not good for aging. Have you ever left something out in the sun? It gets all brittle and dry. You be out in the sun enough, that's gonna happen to your skin. No, this not. This as long as you drink lots of water, and eat a lot of fruit. Eat lots of fruit. That means you're loading up on the fruit. You know, fruit has a lot of water. Add fruit to your water. Add cucumbers. So you can get your electrolytes in there. A little tiny bit of pinch of sea salt. And the heat just don't want to be a leather jacket. Sean, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah. It's today was our first day of 100-degree weather. It was okay. It wasn't too bad. Trunk Troll, thank you for the heart me. Thank you, 13. Thank you, Wild Bill. Thank you for the compliments. How you doing? Demetrius. How you been, Trunk Troll? You staying cool? It's Moosey Moo. How are you? How are things on my side? They're good. Everything is going well. I'm very blessed. Everything is going pretty well. The grades, that's so good. That's good. Thank you for the follow, MU. How does one get finer by the day? I don't know. You hear buzzing? Either that's the insects or that's my fan. TJ, thank you for the rose. Marnie? I know where she walked off to. Marnie! 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 Busy bro, thank you for the Tabby Sparks. Yeah, I'm on TikTok too. I'm dual streaming. I'm in the US. I'm in Texas. Thank you, Physics Bro, for the Tabby Land Sparks. I don't know how we level up to get another Tabby Land gift. I don't know how that works, but I want another gift besides the Tabby Land Sparks. Chucky, I don't know what you're talking about. Jonas, welcome in. James Drew, how are you doing? Thank you, Saint, for the Tabby Land Sparks. I don't know how to get another one. The optimizer, welcome in. How am I managing the heat wave? Showers and staying in the shade. You doing good? That's wonderful. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you. James, thank you for the donut. I don't know, I've been out here I was born in Texas, so I'm used to the heat. But I've been off the grid, dealing with the heat for about 11 years, so I'm used to it. Chucky, I don't know what you're talking about. Your daughter birth, how good to see that growing up video, high school women's basketball. Thank you, Webster. How you doing? It's hot too in Jamaica. Much quieter on YouTube. The fan is loud. Really? I'll turn it off. I'm next to the door. The window blowing. Martin, thank you for the rose. James, thank you for liking the live. That's weird because earlier I was out in the woods and the cicadas were too. People said the cicadas were loud. Fernando, how you doing? You still wild Bill on. Martin, thank you for the roses. Gerald, welcome in. ¿Cómo estás, Fernando? ¿Cómo andas? Fer. How you doing, Gerald? It's much better? Okay. Thank you guys for letting me know. Thank you, Philip, for letting me know. I don't know what it sounds like for y'all, so I appreciate it. What happened? What happened, Fernando? Why are you horrible? What can Tabby do for you? TT, how you doing, beautiful? How was your day? What's wrong, Fernando? Tell Tabby, maybe I help you. Maybe I can help you. Right, 87 degrees? Oh, life happened. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But you know what? Pray about it and everything is todo paso con tiempo. Things will get better. Whatever it is, pray about it and, just keep trying. User 100, welcome in. That's good, Fernando. I know you be praying. Danny, welcome in. So, Saint, if you want to start poetry night, like I said, I don't got any new poetry. I didn't work on nothing. I've been busy. I've been very busy. I started working on something, but I didn't finish it. Dale. King Zeus, welcome in. Do you weeks, Jim? I don't know. You gotta keep going? Yeah. Robert, welcome in. Banana boat sunscreen? No. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what's going on YouTube, but they talking about some stuff that's over there. Oh, what happened? Why is it like that? You on it?
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good.
Good to hear.
How's Alexandria?
She's doing good.
She's been good. How
Like
was?
always, just studying her heart out.
Aw. How was your holiday? How was the 4th?
It was decent. I didn't really do that much. I didn't really want to do that much. I just enjoyed the food and all the banging. How about you?
It
Oh yeah,
was,
it was your birthday, huh?
it was okay.
That's right.
It was okay.
That's good. You still got that cake?
No more cake. No more cake.
No more cake?
No.
Nice.
They don't. So it's not. I didn't even get to finish it, but it doesn't last very long. Like because it's so fresh. And they use. I think they put some type of fruit inside, but yeah, it don't. After a few days, you can't eat it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but it was good.
It was a coffee cake, no?
Yeah, it was a coffee cake. Yeah, it was coffee creme brulee. It was something like that. Coffee creme brulee. It was good. No, usually I get another type of cake, but I wanted to try that one. But it was good.
That's nice. Was it worth it? No, it wasn't.
No, it was good. It's just
No, it wasn't.
it was good. My mom. The thing about it is, my mom got me some little pastries too. She got me like a little fudge cup, and then she got me 2 other slices of cake, and that's a lot of sweets for me. So it was like, it was a bit much.
True that. That's true that. What did you take it in with? I was about to say you got a ghost.
No.
Did you use milk to consume it or just straight up cake?
Just straight up cake. Maybe I drank some water, but yeah, I didn't have any. I don't think I had any milk. Maybe I drank the sparkling water, but I didn't have any milk. Yeah. I think
That's kind of like tres leches.
So I do drink milk, but I'm the only one. Okay, for LCU, I'm the only one that drinks milk. Nobody else drinks milk. So
Really?
like, unless I'm
Why
home,
is
like if I go hang out with my family, they're not gonna have no milk. Jane, thank you for the rainbow
Why
flag.
is it?
Why? I
Or
don't know.
lactose?
No, I don't know. I don't think a lot. I just don't think they like drinking milk. Unless they buy it, like my mom won't buy it unless she has to use it for like to cook with it or something like that. But they don't know. They don't usually keep milk in the fridge.
Yeah, I love milk.
You got milk?
I could drink it straight. Just drink it.
Yeah, I like milk, but my girls don't like milk like that. Not even with cereal. Like Yo-Yo, she eats cereal, but she eats it dry. She won't eat like milk.
Really? Not even with water?
Water? No. No.
Yeah, you never tried. Well, you see, um, when in boot camp when we were like out and about, I had to use like powder milk and stuff like that, and I ran out, so I started using just regular water.
For real?
Cereal. Yeah.
Man. No, I never tried that.
Easy. I was like, heck yeah, I ain't gonna eat this dry cereal, but
You didn't get. I mean, like how? Has anybody ever else tried that water with the cereal?
if you, as long as it ain't like mineral water, it should just taste like the cereal. You know, so depending on the cereal you're gonna eat, it's just gonna taste like that.
Oh.
You just gotta just wet cereal, honestly.
Yeah.
Look at that poet. Roses are red, violets are blue.
James had sugar water.
It's the dopest life host of Texas. You knew. Oh, poetry.
You can write a poem, Travis. Steve, welcome in. I can read it on the line. The nature sound in the background is terrifying. Those are cicadas. They're doing their mating call.
Are they now? They're
Yeah.
They're reciting poetry, you know.
That's the males attracting the females.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what they're saying. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
They're saying, "Come hither, my dear."
I know, right?
Come hither. You have one poem?
It's
Cool. Cool. Bro, is it about Connect 4?
All right. What happened this past week?
I was just busy. I was gone. Then I came back home. When did I come back home? Sunday? I was trying to catch up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good. You miss home?
Did I miss home?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like being away for too long. It's nice I get to go be around my family, but I just don't miss it being out there. I don't miss being in town. I don't miss constantly being around people. Like the day after, on Sunday, like July 5th, I went to the store, went to Walmart, and there was just so many people. I'm like, why is so many people at the store? And it's the day after the holiday, and I'm like, oh, they still partying. People are still partying. They buying. I went the day after 4th of July, so on Sunday.
Oh.
And there was still so many people.
Before, and it was packed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's way too many people. They were still buying food, buying drinks and stuff like that. They still, it's July 4th weekend. They were still partying.
I believe it. I do believe it.
His bro said, of course it's about 4. Is there anything else?
Heck yeah. No. I got a couple of new ones, but I'm gonna share 2 in the end, like close to the end. I'm gonna read some old stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this one is a classic. I call it a classic because I love it. It's called The Dwarf's Lament. No? Should I start now? Alright. The Dwarf's Lament. What is this I feel? I am made of the same rock and steel that raised the great mountains, yet I cannot help but kneel. I have never felt this before. I can crush rock with my bare hands, yet I don't understand this warmth in my core, like a volcano swollen with lava flow. No, I should have never left my mountain and stepped foot in that cursed enchanted forest. Now I can't rest, can't even pay the cost to rest. Though I feel my stomach with the finest ill, this illness still sits heavy in my chest. This must be what the elves call magic. A thing that brings disease and tragedy, no ease, no grip. I cannot grasp it. All it took was one look, and my whole existence shook. A missing page of a book I was trying to close for good. Yet here I am, lost in its pages. A bet with the highest wages, a gamble I must have been drunk to ever make. What's a dwarf to do? My stone heart is split in two, not broken, just soaked in whatever this is. A spell, a taste of hell. A dwarf should never love an elf. Yet here I am, playing, does she or does she not, with flower petals, already knowing the answer. The Dwarf's Lament poem.
I like that. I really like that.
I know.
That's a good
I
one.
love it too.
That is a good one. How you doing, Mike? Welcome in. I like that one. Dwarf's Lament?
Thank you. The Dwarf's Lament.
The Dwarf's
Yes.
Lament. I like it. I like it.
In my story, I had a little visuals related to this poem. And I don't know if people know this, but the original Fairy King was a dwarf, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Titania was a elf, you know?
Oh.
So that's what I was trying to capture, like their beginning on this poem.
I like it. The Dwarf's Lament.
The Dwarf's Lament. That's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Felix, bro.
Good evening, Tabby. Good evening, Saint. How are you? That was a great poem. I enjoyed that.
Thank you, sir. Can't wait to hear yours.
The man who loves 115-degree heat. Oh my goodness.
Right.
That's crazy.
I'll be wearing my denim jacket and with my son hoodie, and like all my coworkers are like, they're like, Lewis, like they're trying to figure out like, you're not hot? I'm like, nope. I am not hot.
Well,
I'm just trying
Florida
to
will
protect
do.
myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Do you
true.
wear sunscreen? Do you wear sunscreen?
No, but I cover myself. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't cover my hands when I'm driving, so there might be a color difference.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Kind of hard to tell on the screen.
Yeah, it's pretty brown. You can't tell. You can tell from my shirt.
Yeah.
Look how dark my hand is.
Yeah, you can tell. I think he's doing that for you, Tabby. Did you catch that?
That don't work on Tabby.
Yeah, don't get excited, Tabby. We need you to host. Now, control yourself.
You got a poem for us tonight, Felix, bro?
I do. I have one poem tonight, and once I'm finished, you can take me down, okay?
Okay.
And of course, as you asked, it's about Connect 4. And it's called Don't You Tell Me It's Only Just a Game. Here it is. Connect 4 is a metaphor for life, filled with conflict and battles and strife. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. Before each match, I choose a special diet. Protein-rich spaghetti, you should try it. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. I stretch my muscles, hit the treadmill, and meditate a lot. I must beat this Texas woman who holds the champion spot. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. To say her name only makes me cry. So I'll spell it Tabi. Don't you tell me it's only the game. Tabi takes on all who attempt to win. For the losers, and there are many, it's a cardinal sin. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. I have tried several times to knock her off her throne, but in short fashion I lose and have to go home. Don't you tell me Connect 4 is only just a game? When friends and family see me defeated, they say, "Physics bro, she must have cheated." Don't you tell me it's only just a game. I reply to them, "No, she won fair and square." And as I say it, I pull out my 11 strands of hair. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. When she beats me, I shout out a very loud ouch. The next day in therapy, I'm on the shrink's couch. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. So I switch gears, trying to beat her at Uno. The game with reverse, draw 4, you know. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. I was feeling hopeful. I was winning with only a few cards in my hand. Then she played a draw 4, changed the color to one I couldn't stand. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. The number of cards in my hand began to grow. Out of nowhere, TABI shouts Uno. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. Connect 4 or Uno, I just can't win against the skillful Tabby, but I'll try again. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. Say her name. Tabby is the Connect 4 queen. Just to speak it actually makes me scream. Don't you tell me it's only just a game. But seriously, we are all in awe of her ability to make all comers fall. She's the master of the Connect 4 game. While greeting Tabby Landers in between moves, she never loses her champion's groove. She's the master of the Connect 4 game. So I salute her in her champion's glory. An incredible human, but that's another story. She's the master of the Connect 4 game. So I end this poem with a sense of awe, and the champion's name I now know. Tabby is the master of the Connect 4 game. Poem.
I like it. I like it. I like
Powerful.
it. You always give us a treat for this.
Yeah. And I guess if you're not here on Tuesday night, it makes no sense at all. But she mows everybody down, one after another.
It was fun. It was fun. We have fun.
Oh, yes, we do. And last week it was crazy. Last week was something else.
We got off the
Okay, well,
live.
thanks for having me.
Okay. Thank you for this, bro.
What did you say?
When
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay. Thank you for this,
Are we
bro.
good on?
All right, take care, everybody.
When we got off the live, Brent sent me a message and he was like, "Tabby, I don't take too kindly to that." It made me feel like I was in trouble. When she
That's
gets a
funny.
stare and flips the board, I may just dare. Don't you tell me it's just a game. All right, I'm gonna read my Connect 4 poem. I need to write another one.
Nice. I know, right? Rub it in their faces.
All right. Connect 4. This one titled Connect 4. It's Tuesday night and the time is right. It's time to play Connect 4. 8:30 p.m. and they all come falling in because they want to beat me at Connect 4. I'm locked in and I'm ready. Got to keep my mind steady because I want to beat them in Connect 4. First up is usually Brent. Always a time well spent. as we battle in Connect 4. Sometimes the game goes fast, but pure enjoyment while the game lasts. Will Brent beat me at Connect 4? I pace myself and I think, can't get distracted, can't even blink, or they just might beat me at Connect 4. I was distracted, they say, or did Tabby cheat? Now come on, just accept your defeat. It's okay you lost to Tabby in Connect 4. Oh, I messed up. Sometimes a game goes fast, but pure enjoyment while the game lasts. Will Brent beat me at Connect 4? Next up is a worthy opponent, Mike. He knows my strategy, alright? It's tough to beat him at Connect 4. I pace myself and I think, can't get distracted, can't even blink, or they just might beat me at Connect 4. I was distracted, they say, or did Tabby cheat? Now, come on, just accept your defeat. It's okay you lost to Tabby in Connect 4. Trying to greet people and still focus on the game. Don't want to lose. I don't want to feel lame. Because one of them beat me in Connect 4. I won a game. Now two. Tabby is on the road now. What y'all gonna do? I play no games when it comes to Connect 4. Next up, James Drew. Let's go. He tries beating me, but he knows Tabby is quick when it comes to Connect 4. They help each other, they give each other tips. They trying to catch me slipping. They want me to trip. So at least one of them can beat me in Connect 4. Next up is Physics Bro. He wants to give it a try, and he is such a likable guy. But I'm still going to whoop him in Connect 4. I won some games and they're tired, but I know my tenacity, they do admire. My friends enjoy these games of Connect 4. I don't boast or talk a big game. I keep it humble. I stay in my lane, 'cause I just might lose in Connect 4. Brent says, rematch, let's get it. Now hold on just a minute. I need to regroup for this last game of Connect 4. He got me, dang, I missed. How did I not see that play? What's the gist? I can't believe I lost in Connect 4. Well, it's okay. You enjoy your win. Next week, we'll be back at it again because they all want to beat Tabby in Connect 4. Poem.
Heck yeah. Sounds like you're, I should be, you know, I was gonna say you should see if you can make it into a song.
Really?
Yeah. I can see if I can do it. And then I'll send it to you or whatever.
Okay, cool.
But I'm gonna make it like trap.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Trap music. On your next Connect 4, what will you be talking about?
I'll throw some Uno in there. Maybe I'll make it about Uno.
Some Uno?
Yeah. It's funny because, like, so my family is big on playing board games. We play board games, we play party games, and it's usually me or my nephew that always wins. And sometimes me and my nephew, we play by ourselves. Like, we both like playing Monopoly, and we have, like, a bunch of different games of Monopoly. And we are both a bit competitive, but it's so funny because sometimes I get him good and I can tell he's so angry, like that dude is bothered. But it's because it's me, he just kind of like shakes his head. He won't get so upset. But one time, a game of Monopoly, we played for like maybe 4 days. We broke the bank and I had to count all our money. Like, we didn't have enough money, and because it was only two of us, the game lasted so long. Uh, but I ended up winning, and he was just like, that was just, we spent all that time, and he's like, for me to end up losing. But with Monopoly, you need more people for if you don't want the game to last forever, you need more people to play the game because if not, you be playing it forever.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. She let me win because I couldn't get the gist, but that's even worse. Now I'm pissed. No, Mike, you won. You won.
Do you play like the different themes of Monopoly? You know how they have like different themes?
Yeah, so we have a Dogopoly. We got a Zelda Monopoly, and
Oh, nice.
instead of like dollars, it's rupees. Um,
Okay.
yeah, they have a Catopoly. It's like different. I think we have like 5 or 6 different ones, but we normally play like we play the Texas Monopoly. That one is fun. We normally play that one, and we play the Dogopoly.
I want to see the Zelda one.
Okay.
I need to look that up.
Yeah, it's cool. There's the little, player, the little
Does that
things. It's like
that
the little link shield and stuff. It's like, it's cool.
like should like check it out? You have to have the master sword, you know?
Oh, that's cool.
It's to hang on my pants.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's very, very cool.
I don't hang it on my pants most of the time because I'm afraid I'll lose the sword.
Oh.
Because it don't like lock in.
Oh,
It's just loose.
it comes out easy.
Yeah.
Oh. Where
I
did
was
you
like,
Where did you get it from?
grapevine at the mall.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know,
The next poem I'm gonna read will be. I think I read this one last week, but I want to deliver it better because it's one of my other favorite ones,
okay.
and it's called Fairy Tales. And it goes like this. Nobody sees the world trees. Their ghosts are seen only in dreams. Where the messes stand is where they once grew. Believe. The branches reach the heavens, connecting us to the starry oceans. Is this the end of this fairy tale? Though it's hard to pretend and painful to say farewell, the mundane has won, but the magic isn't gone. It exists within my chest, a burning love like the sun, restless, infinite. How could I win when love is compared to unicorns and unicorns have become myths? Nobody believes anymore. Legends that people laugh at when they're mentioned. The dragons have been turned to stone. The warmth has become cold. They soar no more. No treasure to guard or hold. No mysteries left to explore. Without adversity, how can we grow? Cold steel pierces a fairy's wings. They say they fall into an eternal sleep. When someone stops believing, at this rate, I'll become the king of nothing, but my love will never become obsolete. I yearn for the return of the griffins, though hope seems in vain. The world has lost its appeal. How did trust become so fragile? Why do I believe still that love can be magical? Maybe it's the undying child in me, the wild magical stag within me, the reason I refuse to remain stagnant. It never hurts to try. My answer to those who say, no matter how hard you try, nothing is perfect. And this is why, with every fiber of my existence, in every moment, I shall never wail nor dwell in the thought of saying farewell to fairy tales. Home. So,
What inspired
so
that?
what inspired? Well, I love fantasy, right?
Mm.
And I also love love. And I'm talking about true love, right? I won't say true love. It's just, I guess I put love in a high position, right? And so I feel like nowadays people don't really believe in love anymore. It's almost like a fairy tale, right? So in this poem, I was trying to represent love as unicorns, dragons, fairies, just mythical beings, right? Because I'm not saying it is. Maybe it's just for me, but in today's world, it's like, fantasy. A lot of people just think it's fantasy, and that's what I wanted to represent in this poem.
Why do
And
you?
that's why.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and that's why in the end I said I refuse to say farewell to fairy tales. I'm basically saying like I refuse to not be I refuse to say farewell. Therefore, I must still believe.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you feel like you hold love to such high esteem? Like, what do you think? Did it come from watching your parents' relationship? Is that just something a feeling that you cultivated? Like, where do you think it comes from?
I don't know. Maybe you're onto something. My parents are still together, right? I'd say, but were they in love? I don't know.
What do you think influenced you?
I don't know. Let me take that back because recently, I'm getting a little bit personal here, but recently my father had a issue, right? And when I went back to Florida with my sister, we noticed a lot of things about my mother, and like it finally hit us. Like, damn, our mother really does love our father, So that's why I'm tracing back. It's there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I wonder like what influenced you. I wonder what was it like that you saw growing up? Because I know, like, for me, so when I was a little girl, like, I felt that way. I was like, when I grow up, I'm going to find the person that I'm supposed to be with. I'm going to get married. I'm going to be, like, that's what I want to do. Like, when they ask me in school, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'm like, I want to grow up. I want to get married. I want to be somebody's wife. And for the life of me, I don't know what made me feel like that. I don't know what it influenced me. I don't know what inspired that. Because I'm just like, it's not like I was seeing it. I saw married people, but I don't know what like drove that desire. Like, why did I put marriage and being somebody's wife to such high esteem? So I wonder what influenced you.
it's the same thing. Like, I don't know why. I can't really tell you exactly what influenced me to have these thoughts, but it's kind of similar to yours, where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a white picket fence, and all that stuff, right? And like I go back to my poem, it just seemed, I guess it just seemed like fantasy, because not to get too much into it, but you can say we're pretty similar in our first marriages.
Oh.
So if you get what I'm saying. And it's just, maybe I'm tripping, but after that, I still believe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't care. Yeah. It's just not meant to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I like love. I believe in love. Like, when I see, so like my brother, he's getting married this weekend. I'm going to a wedding, and
nice.
I like to see people in love. Like, when you just see two people and you can tell that they really enjoy each other. I like to see it. I like to see it. I think when people come on here and they ask me, why you not married? You don't want to get married? I'm like, no, I'm cool. They feel like I'm against marriage, and that's not at all the case. That's not at all true.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like you just have to meet the right person. And that's for everything, not just marriage, but everything. Like, I don't like the color orange. And then you meet someone that you really like, right? And you're like, you know what? Orange ain't that bad of a color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just depends on who you meet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm not wishing that on you, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to read the Texas Toast one.
Nice.
Okay, Texas toast. Tall man, thank you for the follow. Raised where the dust kicks up in the air. The rodeo capital, a world-class affair. With cattle on corners and steers in the lane, and horses at pumps. Yeah, it's hard to explain. I'm grateful the stars saw fit to align to make this wild stretch of the map purely mine. When spring hits the dirt, it's a technicolor dream. Blue bonnets and primrose in a floral knit stream. But then comes the sun with a vengeful glare, a thick, heavy heat that'll singe off your hair. You'll curse every acre, you'll pray for a breeze, while the humidity brings a grown man to his knees. Autumn, a myth, just a fable we tell, while we're trapped in the third ring of summer's own hell. Beaches, we'll trade 'em for murky green lakes, sharing the water with gators and snakes. Summer rains with the iron hot fist, a season that stays when it shouldn't exist. Then comes October, the one saving grace, where Big Tex is waiting with a smile on his face. We flock to the fair for the grease and the gold. If it's fried on a stick, then it's bought and it's sold. From the Cotton Bowl cheers to the Ferris wheel heights, it's the pulse of the state under neon lit lights. We all love Buc-ee's, that beaver-clad shrine, where the restrooms are spotless and the jerky is fine. We're grilling out back when the weekend rolls around. The smell of the charcoal, the best in the town. The traffic's a nightmare, a standstill, a crawl. But that Texas turnaround fixes it all. Big talk, bigger hearts, everything's bigger. The legends, the trees. The attitude wobble, your weak little knees. But under that swagger, a 10-gallon pride, that southern hospitality thrives deep inside. The finest of cowboys, the best barbecue, and a plate full of brisket is waiting just for you. So come for a visit, stay for a day. You might want to leave or you might want to stay. You'll love it, you'll hate it, you'll sweat through your gear, but there's nowhere on earth quite like right over here. Poem.
Texas.
Papa Daddy
I
should
still
have
gotta
did.
remember to write mine.
There's a restaurant
I
called
wanna make
This
one.
is Chicken. Oh. The Texas coast.
Where?
You really like that one, Brent? Texas toast.
No, that's definitely a good one.
I like Texas people. I just don't like. I'm so used to the mountains. I really miss the mountains, but I like people in Texas. It's we got some rude people, but
I agree with you.
yeah, for the most part, it's pretty chill. Texas is number one. So, Sonic, how you doing?
Texas is definitely nice.
Do you miss Florida, Saint?
The people in the people that
Why you say the people
traffic
suck?
was okay.
Like, what is it about the
I
people?
don't say
you
they're all right. So they're just a-holes, you know. And only the ones around, I guess the ones around my area. I don't know. I never got along with most of the people there. The only thing that keeps me there, or that keeps me going there, is my family. And I'm trying to convince them, move to Texas, you know. But they're like, oh, right here, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, man, I'm selfish. I got cousins that live in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, it's easy.
Yeah.
You could just have all the family over here.
I love New Jersey.
And then I'm gonna leave them. Like, all right, time for me to go.
I've been to
What do you call it? But yeah, I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
So I lived in Florida when I was little, but
I was gonna say,
I don't remember much. But I've gone back a couple of times. I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't a big fan. It was okay, but it wouldn't be like someplace I'd want to stay for extended period of time. The people didn't seem very nice. People seemed kind of rude.
they are. Yeah, like unnecessary rudeness. Like, what you call it? When did you go?
Mm, it's been a while. It was sometime. It was like before COVID, so maybe like maybe 2018. So it's been a while. It's been a while.
Where?
Oh, so we road tripped there. So
Wow, that's a boring drive.
it was long. I went. I can't remember exactly where I went because we were gonna go on a cruise, and so we were leaving from a port. Um, but I remember, yeah, I drove from Texas to somewhere down at the bottom. I can't remember exactly where, but I remember we. Let me see. We got there some days before. Twice, I want to say we road trip. Once I road trip, and then one time I flew in, and like me and the girls, we went to the mall and stuff like that. I remember I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. I was like, I don't know about this. I remember the men there were pretty aggressive though. Like I'm walking around with Yo-Yo in the mall, and they're pretty aggressive.
I trust me. I avoided a lot of fights because they just they move aggressively, and I'm like with my daughter, like she's tinier, and like they want stampede her, man.
Mm.
Yeah, I was like, I'm ready to go to jail. See, over here, they're. It's funny because Texans are very polite when you're face to face with them, and I dig that 100%.
Yeah.
They're only rude when they're behind the wheel, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right about that.
And I was talking to my barber, and I was telling him this, and he was like, this is what he told me, and I kind of believe it. He's like, yeah, man, those people, they're not actually from Texas. They're either from California or from New York or something. That's what he told me. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, like, okay. Because Texans are very, like, they're cool. Like, their whole attitude and everything. Like, I was over here buying, like, Western clothes. And I fell in love with Texas a while back when I went to the mall down in Houston. And you can, in Florida, you can't do this, but you can actually buy beer at the mall and drink it while you're walking around the mall. I was like, what the heck? That's pretty cool. But anyways, over here, I went to this Western place to get my hats fitted and everything. And there was, hey, you want a beer? I'm like, sure. Grabbed the beer. He was drinking. They gave me a shot and everything. I was like, man, it's pretty lit. I love Texas. It was pretty nice.
It's cool. No,
the people are cool.
Texas is definitely dangerous for the driving part. They say it's one of the most dangerous places to drive. I absolutely believe that, especially when you get out in the rural areas, because everybody has trucks, and if you are not going as fast as they feel like you should be going, they'll run you off the road. They get mad. They'll cut you off. It's just, yeah, driving in Texas is not fun at all. You gotta be very, very, they're very aggressive behind the wheel.
Tell me about it. I was heading down to Houston a while back with my daughter, and my daughter was passed on the passenger side. And I don't know why, but this Dodge or whatever was like, we're driving same speed as me on this side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like they were getting closer and closer, right? And I don't know what was going on. I looked, and there was somebody, and they were like saying something. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't take a chance, man. I was ready to defend myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I did some wild stuff, man. After that, they went. They just flew. Like,
Wow.
I was like, man, I don't get it. Like, why all this aggressiveness, bro? Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, people agree. People aggressive. So my friend Maria, she has a forerunner, you know, and she can roll her window down the back. She rolls her window, like if somebody cuts her off, if
Oh,
they
that's
do something
cool.
to her, she will like cut them off, get in front of them, and then roll down her window and flip them off. And I'm like, can you please not do that? Like somebody's gonna get pissed one day. And she's like, well, oh well. I'm like, you
I would
can't.
have threw freaking change.
No, she's like she doesn't care. I'm like, Maria, please don't do that. And can you please not do that when you got the girls in the car with you? Like people are crazy. She's like, okay, I'm crazy too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now
That's true.
one time I was driving. I think I was going to my family's house. I was driving very late. I didn't even do anything. You know, it wasn't many people on the road. This car got like cut me off right in front of me, and they had like the little lights in the back where they could put whatever on the lights, and it was a little hand flipping me off. I was like,
That's
what?
funny.
I was like, I didn't even do
Well,
anything.
I gotta ask, what kind of driver are you? Are you the speed limit driver? Are you the -10 speed driver, or anything plus?
I'll drive the speed. I drive the speed limit. I may go like maybe
Okay.
a few mile, like a few, you know, over, but I drive the speed limit. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. That man just went over.
Yeah, they were. I
This
think
driver.
they were just messing with me because there was hardly nobody. Like I didn't cut them off. I wasn't driving in front of them. They just came out of nowhere and they got in front of me and they did. I was like,
Yeah, I think they just wanted to
what? Yeah,
flick you off.
yeah, it was
Which
funny.
is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I was
It's
like, I
kind of
didn't
funny.
even do anything. Just driving around
No.
flipping people off. It was. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. It was pretty funny.
Well, I gotta ask, what were you thinking of at the moment before that happened?
I was listening to music. I was jamming in my car, and then they pulled in front of me and did that. I was like, "What?" I shook my
Yeah,
head.
they just seen you having a lot of fun, so they're like, you know what? Let's disrupt for fun.
Yeah, I don't know. They
That's
just,
funny.
yeah.
Okay, is it my turn, right?
Yep.
I will read. I don't know. I'm gonna do the ocean. I call this the ocean poem, and it goes like this. I asked the maker to grant me a vision to see the one meant for me, my fairy queen. Then I saw a silhouette, a crashing waters near the ocean. Such beauty I see is beyond measure, chaotic like the sea, yet brings me pleasure. Perhaps like the tallest palm trees the world has ever seen, but that might be too much info. Like a siren in the night, she pulls me in, but I am the fairy king. Enchantments don't work on me, yet I'm willfully diving in. I am a bit chaotic myself, but hers are calm and peaceful, even when crashing against my shores. Her voice is like a breeze that carries me away into serenity. Her hair, wild like the air, stormy clouds, tornadoes touching everywhere. Still I stare at a unsafe distance without a care. Her smile, like the crescent moon, drives my inner wolf wild. Her eyes, like lights in the sky. Her skin, kissed by the sun at noon, a golden tune with a earthly hue. She's worth more than any jewel, it's true. She is the pearl within the rarest shell. Across many oceans I would travel, and I will. The ocean poem.
I like that one.
Thank you. I like it too.
I like it. I like it.
And of course, I wrote a follow-up after I read it after this one. I gotta find it. You can go though.
Okay. I read this one before. It's called The Strength That Is He. The Strength That Is He. A contrast drawn in light and shade, of different fibers we are made. Where my own voice is soft and slight, a gentle hum within the night. I find a rhythmic steady ground in the resonance of a deeper sound. That low tempered echo, firm and slow, is the anchor that I've come to know. I look upon the rugged hand, built to toil and hold the land. Hold on,
I was like, is she trying to communicate with us telepathically?
No. There is a marvel in the night, the physical power, the seasoned white of knuckles tasked with heavy things, and the quiet safety that it brings. To see the muscle, cord, and bone, a sturdy strength I do not own. It is the will to guard and keep, while all the world is lost in sleep. An assertiveness that clears the way, turning the shadows back to day. A drive to shield, a heart to stand, with protective grace and a steady hand. Leading with a natural fire that a lady's heart can only admire. So here is a grace for the iron frame, for the spirit, the solid spirit, and the name of the one who moves the quiet force, a river certain of its course. In the balance of the bold and free, I honor the strength that is he. Boom. I feel like maybe some parts got cut out. I thought that one was a bit longer than that. My phone.
What inspired? Who is he? Is that the
Uh,
creator?
no, that's just about men, just good men in general, you know.
Okay.
I feel like that one was longer. I don't know.
I never heard it. I never heard this one. This one's new to me.
Really, I read it on here.
Really?
Yeah.
You must.
That poem is about me admiring the men for you guys just being who you are, because you are everything that I'm not. You guys got the strength, you guys got the assertiveness, you know. It's a different type of strength.
Then I would say you might have a different version then, because I think, now that I think about it, I think it was longer.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Maybe that phone that you broke.
Maybe, I don't know, but I thought that one was longer.
But I dig it. I still want to write. Well, I guess I don't really have to, because I write about like flowers, and to me, women are flowers. So I was gonna say I wanna do one. Oh, I am gonna do one actually. But instead of, like I'm gonna call it the princess.
The princess.
You know, it was in my head today. I just didn't got time to write it. But it's gonna be basically dedicated to the feminine.
Aww.
You know, the feminine females out there. I would read this one. It's been a while since I read this one. This is not the follow-up to the ocean one, but when you were reading yours, I had the creator in my head, and this poem popped up in my head. And I call it, I finally remember a memory from before time. And it goes like this. I finally remember when I first laid my eyes on you, when time was young after the fourth day of creation. There you sparkled with your gracious spring colors and awe as we watched our Maker create everything out of nothing. I am not ashamed to admit that much of creation I've missed, for seeing you happy stole my attention. Could the Creator make something more radiant than you? I wondered. You stood there, so happy, so eager to leap in and do your part, and it filled my heart to do the same. I know you, but words cannot explain. It's a feeling I remember when in your presence, a promise I made myself before I leap, to never forget you're never alone, so I could recognize you again and again. As the blanket of darkness does for the stars, I'll be there to remind you who you are. Beautiful, joyful, happy little star. Poem.
I like it.
Thank you.
What inspired that?
I read your mind. A lot of things inspire this, but the main one that I was trying to capture in this poem was the relationship between darkness and light. And when I mean light, I mean the stars and because in the fourth day, that's when the stars were made. So, and it was kind of like the void, darkness, just staring at one piece of the void, one piece, right? Was staring at the beauty of creation, and he fell in love with light. You know, so that's what I was trying to capture here. But in all my poems, I have so much elements that I'll never admit. That people are just gonna have to dig to themselves when I release the book, and I'm actually done with that book because I've been trying so hard to create that 111 poems, but I'm creating poems, but they're not related to the fantasy theme. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm done. I just have to write 2 poems left. One is The Last Love Letter, or LLL, and The Menacing Flower.
Menacing Flower?
And I should be done with the book.
Oh. How long have you been working on the book?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been working on the book?
Well, the idea of the book came to me probably like I won't say the beginning, maybe around February. Because I forgot who encouraged me to do that. Somebody encouraged me, and I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. And it was around February. I just forgot who encouraged me. I think it was an angel, or I don't know. I gotta dig through my DMs now.
That's cool. Life is blessed. That's cool, Louis.
Yep. How about you?
How about me?
What were you gonna name your book, anyways?
My book? You talking about?
Yeah, what would you name it?
You talking about the one I wrote around Christmas time?
I know that one. That one's No, I'm talking about your poetry book. Like, what are we gonna call it?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. True. I don't know.
That's fair. It is pretty hard to come up with a name.
Yeah. I'm trying to find one. None of my stuff is in order.
What are you doing?
Cause I use my notepad in my phone. I use it for everything.
I'm surprised you're not organized.
And then sometimes I'll have a thought, I'll have some thoughts, call it tabulations, and I'll just write it down, and then I'll title it tabulations.
The Book of Tabby.
The Book of Tabby. It's one that I read here recently. Let's see. But I don't know where it is. Sorry, you guys.
Alright, you want me to read something while you're doing that?
Yep.
I'll read.
I found it. I found it.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know when I wrote that. I wrote this one some years ago, but I read it on here. I read it. Call it tabs for short. That's cool, tabs. I read it here recently. This one I like for my poetry to rhyme, but this one doesn't rhyme. This one doesn't have a title either. There once was a boy walking amongst the meadow. He stumbled upon a wildflower. He thought to himself, how beautiful she is. I shall keep her for myself. So he pulled up her roots and he took her for himself. Blinded but hopeful, she was happy to have someone admire her so closely. She didn't worry that she had been taken away from the meadow that she loved. She trusted that she would be okay, but she slowly realized that he did not care for her. He only cared for himself. He put her in the dark, and she was so sad. He didn't water her. He didn't allow her any sunlight, and so she started to wither. And she slowly withered. His anger grew because she would no longer bloom. And because she would no longer bloom, he told her she was ugly. He pulled at her petals. He abused her. And little by little, she slowly continued to wither away. She felt like she could no longer go on. And one day, while the boy was away, a man saw the flower. And he thought to himself, how delicate she is. How special she must be. I will save her. The wildflower told the man, I am hurting. I am struggling. I can no longer bloom. The man told the wildflower, do not worry. I will feed you. I will water you. And I will nourish you. I will give you the sun, and in time you will bloom again. See, the man knew what it was like to feel darkness. He knew what it was like to feel pain, but the man was keeping a secret. See, inside of the man's heart, he was carrying a bit of the sun. And even though the man had been hurt, he never allowed his light to go dim. So he held it inside, waiting, longing for someone to give it to. And so the man did just as he had said. He cared for her. He watered her. He nourished her. And when he knew it was safe, he opened up his heart and he shined his love onto the withering wildflower. He told her how beautiful she was. He admired her. He loved her. And it happened just as he told her it would. She bloomed again. And because their love and appreciation for one another was so strong, she grew into a perpetual bloom. For as long as he shined his love onto her, she would always bloom for him. Poem.
Beautiful. I know you said you don't have a name for that poem. I want to say something related to blooming.
Okay. Thank you, nice. I guess maybe this is more of a story than a poem. My book should be called. Let me tell you something.
No. It's poetic because you captured a lot of visuals. The flower that bloomed. The flower that bloomed. All right. So one thing that I've noticed about when I was going hiking, right, up in the mountains. Over here in Texas, when I was hiking places, they usually don't have flowers. But in the mountains up in Washington, they have a lot of flowers all over the hiking trail going up. And one thing I noticed that from going early in the morning when the sun is kind of like down, or when it's going down also, or when the sun is all the way up, is that these flowers they close up during the darkness.
Yeah.
And then they bloom when the sun. So I want, if we're gonna name your poem, I want something like that. The flower that, I want to say the flower that stared at the sun, or sun-touched flower. That's good. I like that, sun-touched flower.
Yeah.
Or
there are some flowers that they close up when it gets dark, and then there are some flowers that during the day they're closed up, and when the moon comes out, they open up.
really, I always wanted to see those flowers, the ones that bloom during the moonlight. I wanted to see those, but
I have some. There's like one type, it's yellow. They grow around my house. And yeah, during the day, it's the flower is closed, but when the sun goes down, the moon comes out, they open up.
I mean, you gotta send me a picture of that, because I've been looking for flowers like that. Like, all right, so my mission, for anybody who's wondering if they want to help me out, is to look for blue flowers, like natural blue flowers, and flowers that bloom only during the moonlight. That's like my mission, and while I'm here on this earth, is to search for those two things.
Yeah.
But that's pretty dope. All right. What inspired you? I know you wrote it before 2019. Well, you said before CE19. So what inspired you to write that?
It's kind of personal. So
okay.
I was in a relationship with someone, and they had an addiction, and I was constantly like, trying to, I felt like I was kind of abandoning myself to try to, keep the relationship going. And I was constantly being pulled away from, I was promised all these things, and I was constantly being pulled away from my life and the things that I enjoy and I loved. And it's kind of like I saw myself as like this flower that I was in my element, but this person was selfish, and it's like, I want you for me. I want to bring you into my world. I want to have you to myself.
Understandable. I don't know, like I would say take the dude, or whoever, like if you ever find somebody, take him on a hike. If he picks a flower, you have your answer. Now, I believe in buying, like giving a woman a bouquet of flowers, but that's already done with.
Yeah.
But like when I'm out in nature, like I leave the flowers alone.
Papa Daddy.
You just have to watch it bloom.
Yeah.
Watch them bloom. Like you gotta stand there and just wait, and it's almost like they have, well, they do have life, but you see their personality, you see their presence. You feel their presence when you see them bloom. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like, man, are they fairies? Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Papa Daddy says, so was God the second man? Yes, you got it. No one ever picks up on that. God was the second man in the poem. If you notice, and if you notice at the beginning, I said it's a boy. The first individual was a boy, and then the second individual was a man. And then I'm talking about God. No one ever picks up on that.
That's nice. Well, that's what I'm saying. You say it don't rhyme, but it's poetic. It's definitely 100% poetic, and that's what I'm saying. Speaking of the man upstairs, I wrote a poem. This is really short. I read this one, then I'm gonna read the one I was gonna read.
Okay.
Where are you, sir?
Yeah, Saint, have you ever seen chicory flowers? They're blue.
I don't know flowers by name. I don't know if I might because I have a friend that recently sent me a picture of little tiny blue flowers, and I didn't ask her where they're from, but they're like light blue, like baby blue.
Mm.
And they have like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 petals for the yellow spot.
This one is a bit more. So chicory, I've seen chicory grow in like parts of Tennessee, and it just like grows on the side of the road. Chicory is also like chicory root is used as a coffee substitute, but it's a very pretty flower. You like blue
I gotta
bonnets,
see it.
right?
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, that's a lovely color
Blue
that the
bonnet.
blue bonnets have.
Mm.
Like it was the first time I ever seen it. When I was driving over here, they did have like fields of them just growing, and man, I just fell in love with that.
Aw.
Like I didn't know there were some blue flowers that I seen up in Washington, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were gorgeous too, but they kind of like lean a little bit towards the purple side.
Mm.
These, they're like the blue I'm looking for, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still looking for that one that blooms for the moon. That's the one I want to see.
You know, peas, they have a flower that is blue that you can make tea out of.
Oh, really?
But the I have some dried flowers, but yeah, the actual flower is like a vibrant, like kind of like a royal blue color, and it's very pretty. Like peas,
I gotta see that too.
peas. I don't know if anybody here has grown peas, but they got flowers and they're different colors. But there's one specifically, and it 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 has blue flowers. It's pretty. You make tea out of it.
That's dope. I'd like to see it. Any blue flowers you guys have? Send them my way. DM me. I'd like to see them. But yeah, this was a short one. I call it I like to try, and I call it I like to try LLC.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
LLC. It could be two things. So it could be the corporate meaning, you know. But when I give it the LLC, it means love like Christ, right?
Mm.
And it's a really short one, really short. It's just it. I wanted to extend it, but later on. And it goes like this. They say, love her like Christ did the church, that he gave up his life. People praise the light and say, that's impossible. But I like to try. Boom.
I
That's
like it. I like it. That's short and sweet. I like that one.
Yeah.
What led you?
Thank you.
What led you to write that?
Easy. I keep hearing like, oh, that verse alone, love her like Christ, love her that he gave up his life for her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some people would say, yo, that's and I understand, right? Praise the Creator, right? That's impossible, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's impossible. We can't love like him, you know. That's fine, you know. Give your praise, but I always say, but I like to try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing's impossible. I'm still gonna try. I'll be an old man, still trying. Alright, so since you had a flower one, I'm gonna read my flower one. It's called Thornless. This is dedicated to I guess you too. You know, you've been through it, so I call this Thornless. And it goes like this. They held me within their hand, my thorns keeping me in place. They complained that my thorns caused ache and pain. And so they thought, I'll cut and fix it. That was their plan, and then they ran. My stem was so smooth, they took their eyes off of me too. They admired the trees and said they smelled good, and flirted with the sky because it was so blue. There was so much fun to be had too. They smelled other flowers filled with excitement and moved, rolling down the hills until they fell ill. The sun was going down. They looked at their palm. It was empty. They looked all around, nothing. I wasn't seen. The sun was completely gone, and so was I, nowhere to be found. They traced every path, turned every stone. They cried so bold, saying they should have never cut my thorns, claiming their heart was now torn, and that they'll never find another. Those are the words I hear as I rest beside the river, loving where I have landed. They are the victims of their own recklessness, losing a flower because they made it thornless. Oh,
I like it. I like it. I like
yeah.
it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. The reason I wrote that is because, like in your situation, was you know, I, going back to going hiking. I think if you really appreciate something, don't change it.
Yeah.
We all go through our experiences. I am who I am because what I went through.
Yeah.
And if someone falls in love with me because of who I am today, it's because of all the things that happened to me in the past. So in a way, if anyone tries to change something about me, then they don't really, they don't love me. They love something that maybe I'm providing, but they don't love me, So
Yeah.
I always say that should go for everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
um, that's the gist of it.
Yeah. I think that people have, you know, the tendency, whether they realize it or not, um, to feel like they feel like they have to change something about, like when we get in close relationships and you're attracted to a person, like you feel drawn to them, and then you get a closer look, it's like, okay, I don't really like that. If they could just change this, or maybe if they change that, or that doesn't suit my needs, right? And it's like, well, if you're gonna do all that, then I agree. It's like, well, you really don't, you're changing the person. They're not gonna be the person that you came to like and love.
Exactly. 100% true.
Okay.
And that's what I was trying to communicate in that poem. Is basically that, when someone reads it, I want them to think, man, that's so true. Like, you change one thing and you might be changing the only thing that's even keeping that person there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Brent said he agrees. You gonna have a poem next Thursday? Cool, Papa Daddy? I don't think we have a storm approaching physics, bro. Okay, I'm gonna read my last poem. This one, since she wrote a poem about Christ, this one is about Christ too. It's about me being a little girl and coming in to like fully know about Christ's sacrifice. So it's titled The Greatest Love. A little girl watched through a screen, a heavy wooden beam, a somber scene, the dust of Jerusalem and the mocking cries, the look of mercy in his Savior's eyes. He carried the weight of the world's dark stain, while silent love absorbed the pain. No silver or gold could ever suffice to pay the debt of that sacrifice. Before I knew the depth of my need, the gardener was buried to become the seed. An innocent king with skin torn and bruised, taking the lashes that I should have used. When friends turn away and the hearts start to break, I remember the bread that he chose to break. He said with the one who would sell him for gold, a story of betrayal ancient and old. So when I am lonely or feel the sting, I run to the shadows of my healer's wing. He didn't just die to sell out a score, or just leave us behind at a locked heavy door. He laid down his life, a shepherd for sheep, a promise of grace that he's faithful to keep. Not a wage to be earned or a debt to be paid, but a gift from the altar where mercy was laid. I'll live out my days in the light on that hill, seeking his heart and obeying his will. Not to buy back a soul that he's already won, but to thank him forever for all he has done. For the nails and the thorns and the empty grave, there is no greater love than the life that he gave. Poem.
Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank
You
you.
wrote that in Easter, didn't you?
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. I loved it.
Thank you.
I didn't write one for Easter. I next week. I will read my poem.
Okay.
And it's one of the new ones. I wrote this one today, actually. Actually, I'm going to read two, back to back. The first one I'm going to read, I already read it. It's kind of resembling what you just read, but I call it The Park. And then I'll read the new one. I call this The Park. There was once a father and a child in the middle of the wild. Everything beyond them was chaos, darkness, nothing mild. Yet the father, loving his son, built a little park, a place to explore, a place to wonder, a place to feel the child's heart. When the work was done, the father smiled and said, "Go on, son, run, play, have fun." And so the boy did. He ran, he laughed, he climbed. The whole world felt bright. Yet all in the while his father's voice remained within his mind. "Take care of this place. Keep it clean, respect it. It was made for you." Becoming silent in due time, one day other children arrived. The boy was thrilled. More laughter, more games, more fun. But some of the children swung recklessly. They carved their names into the wood. They threw trash onto the ground. They treated the park as if it would always remain. And they did not care. Then the father called for his son. The boy approached unprepared for the words that awaited him. The father said, "My son, you are here to be an example." The child frowned. "Why me? Why now?" The father knelt beside him. "Because this park was entrusted to you. I love every child who comes here. All are welcome, but this place was given to you. And because of that, you must show others how to care for it, not by joining their carelessness, but teaching them through your actions." The boy stood silent. The father continued, "Do not ask why you were chosen. Simply understand that you were, that you were. Take care of this place, not only for yourself, but for everyone who will one day walk through its gates." And from that day forward, the boy still played, he still laughed, he still ran, but he also cared for the park, where he finally understood that the gift was never truly his alone. The Park poem.
I like it. When
That comes from a parable that I used to tell people, because, well, I told this parable to myself first. I always told myself, why is it if someone crosses the road, no, I won't say that. If someone crosses the road and climbs the tree, right, nothing happens. If I do it, something bad happens. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell myself, it's because, maybe I am the apple of his eye, and I just have to be more responsible sometimes. But, I'm still kind of, figuring things out and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I told this, I guess it was wisdom that told me this parable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just translated out for everybody. So when anybody who has the same thoughts that was going through their head, this is what I'll tell them.
Yeah.
So, a lot similar. And then I turn it into a poem, basically.
I like it.
Appreciate it. All right, so now I'll read my final poem for tonight.
Okay.
And I call it The Magician. And people will understand why. I call it The Magician. I wrote it today. The Magician. Me? Who am I to capture the attention of this queen. I'm but a wandering magician chasing my dreams gently down a stream, trying to teach the world it ain't what it seems. Despite the teach, I'm still afraid to reach into my hat and pull out a bouquet of flowers. I am a great illusionist. It's my protection, a ward placed over my heart. Though I wonder, what if she is the same as me, protecting a quality this world used to see? Oh, the dread of risking myself just to be free. Am I truly being seen, or is this world testing me? I won't pretend. Is this tempting? Once again, my heart has awakened, but this time it isn't even shaken. It feels as though my prayers are being answered. Too good to be true is the whisper that creeps through my mind all the time. So I gamble, I wager on signs to no avail, almost as though the choice has always been mine. Should I let my guard down, reveal my crown, and risk finding nothing but the ground? This may be my last trick, so do not close your eyes as I attempt to fly. Oh,
I like it. When did you write that
thank you.
one?
Today,
Today? That's cool.
yeah.
Magician.
Good night.
Good night, DT.
Yeah. So it's basically a man that is guarding himself, a magician basically that's guarding himself from potentially falling in love, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he is learning to just risk it, you know? He might hit the ground or he might fly.
Yeah.
That's just, it's gonna be, you know, I don't know if you know, like, you know, this is my final trick. By Houdini, you know, so I was trying to capture that vibe, but more of a man finally letting go of illusions and just taking that leap, you know?
I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, I was proud of this one too. I was like, man, this is a banger.
No, it's
But like,
good.
but that's what I was saying though. Like, I'm already like leaning off of my fairy theme book, so that's why I'm saying the fairy book is done.
Yeah.
I believe it's done. I just need to write those 2 poems, The Last Love Letter, and The Menacing Flower, and that's it. That book is done. And then I'm gonna be writing this one. Yeah.
I like how you have, you know, the themes, the different themes. That's cool.
Yeah, I try to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do, to captivate people's minds. You know, at least that's what captivates me. When something I read has different meanings. So that's what I like. That's what captivates me.
Papa Daddy, did you you want to share it? Or are you gonna wait till next week? So I know on YouTube you guys can't come up on the panel, but you can always, if you have a poem that you want me to read, you can always send it to me like through email OffTheGridTabi at Gmail, and I can read it on Thursday for you. Or you can just come over to TikTok and read it. Saint Rags.
I does.
Yeah, he does.
I have to express myself, you know, in the best way I can, and then like try to have it in a form where everybody can consume it, relate to it, or somewhat relate to it.
Are you a person that when you feel something, or if you want to tell somebody something, you have to do it, like you can't hold it in? Like Yaya's like that. If she has something to say, she won't feel any peace unless she gets it out. Like if she has something to say to you, whether good or bad, she's not gonna feel okay until she gets it out.
I'm somewhat the same way, a little bit. for a small moment of time. So if I want to tell somebody something, I kind of rerun it within myself first,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yes, I will, Papa
just
Daddy.
pull the trigger.
Mm.
You know, but I would say that sometimes my intuition is a little bit too precise. Like I have a lot of things that have like I was so right about in the past, and when my intuition kicks in, it might keep me from pulling the trigger. You know what I'm saying? So there's also that little conflict.
Mm.
But other than that, I'm usually a street shooter. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing, Love is Purple? You want to come up and say a poem? Well, I'm actually done, but if you want to come up and say it, recite some poem, come on up. Yeah, go follow him. He has an organization, and he also does poetry.
Cool.
Really good poems too, about love
It
in the
is.
world.
It is Off the Grid Tabi. OFFTHEGRIDTABI at Gmail. Off the Grid Tabi at Gmail.
But yeah, well, that's it for me. I gotta get some sleep. Let's
Okay.
take a. It's been pretty chill. I think it's been short days. I think it's because it gets super hot,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they let a lot of their workers go home early, I guess.
Mm.
So it's been so easy for me. I was like, man, this is nice.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
Oh.
But anyways, happy. Have a good night. Sleep well. Sleep tight. Keep yourself breezed up, safe from the heat, and have a lovely night and a better tomorrow.
Thank you, Saint.
Everybody,
Good
take it
night.
easy. Everybody, have a great night.
I see. Yeah, that's it. 13. Or if you want to type it here, if you're already typing it, just I can read it still. I think mosquitoes are in here. They hadn't been hanging out for a while, but I don't know. We haven't gotten in. I don't know why they are around here. Abdullah, how you doing? I'll fix the screen. Anybody else got a poem you want to share? I started working on one today about this Texas heat, but I didn't get to finish it, so I'll work on it this weekend. It'll be ready next Thursday. It's about all of us melting in the sun. Melting in the sun. Thank you, Mike, for liking the live. I don't watch you so far across your room. Russell, you got a poem? It's up there, the heat. Yeah, today it was 100 degrees. But that's kind of mild for Texas July. Like where I am, it should have been 100 degrees already. It's been okay. It's been okay. When I was a little girl, I wanted to swim every single day. I was in the pool. I know I got on my mama's nerves. She was like, I'd ask you every day, Mama, please, can you take me swimming? Can you please take me swimming? Can you please take me swimming? Cloudy a bit, didn't hit 100. It hit 100 here. she'd take me out there for a little bit. I'm like, Mama, please, can I stay 5 more minutes? Now, I don't know what 5 minutes was going to do, but I sure did ask for it. My poor mama, sitting in the hot and the heat, what, just waiting for me to swim. I like swimming. I like swimming so much when I was a little girl. I taught myself how to swim. I don't know how I did that, but my mom couldn't afford lessons, and I taught myself how to swim. And I wanted to go swimming every single day. Okay, okay, okay. She said, you know what to do, and jumped out of the pool. Yeah, I don't know. I told my sister, I was like, can you just make sure that I come up, like that I don't drown? If I don't come up, can you go get somebody? I don't know how I figured out how to swim, but I figured out how to swim. I was like, and I told my mom, she came out and she watched me, and she was like, she had taught herself how to swim. I guess I didn't, I knew I had to figure it out. I wanted to be in the water. I knew if I didn't know how to swim, I'd drown. I wouldn't trust my siblings with that task. But she didn't have no choice. She'd get in trouble with my mama. Not as a middle child. Nah, it was just my older sister and me. I was the little one. So she was tasked with keeping an eye on me, making sure nothing happen to me. My mom would tell us all the time, stick together, because we would walk home from school, we'd walk to catch the bus to go to school. She would always tell us, you never, like, always stick together, never split up. She would always tell us that. Always stick together. Always stick together. There's one time, so this one particular day, my mom told us to come straight home from school. She said, don't go nowhere, don't make no stops. Like, me and my sister, we were young, and we would cross like a busy intersection. We'd go to 7-Eleven and get jungle juice. Like, we walked places. But my mom told us specifically today, don't go nowhere, come straight home. So we get out of school, right? And we gotta walk home. My sister wanna make a detour. And I'm like, we can't do that. Mama said go straight home. And she's like, I want to go over here. I was like, we can't do that. We're going to get in trouble. We don't know what time Mama coming home. Like, we got to go home. She's like, I'm not going. You got to come with me. And I'm like, I'm not going. I'm going home. And we both going back and forth with each other, because the main thing is, and we're both trying to figure out, what is Mama going to be more mad about? Is she going to be mad, like, be more mad about that we didn't come straight home, or that we didn't stick together? Because I wasn't going to go with my sister. I wanted to go home, right? But was my mom going to be more mad about that we didn't come straight home, or that we didn't stick together? Because maybe if I would have went home, I would have followed my mom on one thing, but I wouldn't have followed her on the other thing, because she told us to stick together. Decisions. But I think I refused. That time I refused, and my sister just ended up, we walked home together. So, but yeah, we were both arguing, going back and forth. Mama said we had to stick together. I'm like, yeah, you know, she told us to also go straight home. The name of this tribe I do not know. I was a bad boy, quick to say, give me the loot. Discovered my truth. Now it's back to the root. I'm gonna go home. What would you do, Mike, in that situation? What's wrong, Money? Marnie is afraid of the balloon. There's a part. Okay. Thank you, 13. In hindsight, The stroke of the pen is cold, although that is what my ancestors did not know. My identity and land was stolen, as Virginian censors changed us from the Indian to Negro. The name of the tribe I do not know. I was a bad boy, quick to say, give me the loot. Discovered my truth, now it's back to the root. I like that. I like it, I like it. With no TPs, yet these towns they founded. I must be a light in hell, for the hijack has me surrounded. Could it be that Berkeley Springs is Prester John's fountain? You sure you was staying Let's Go Home? Or she got a different version? No, so I was the one saying Let's Go Home. Like, I'm a mama's baby. I don't know if y'all can tell as much as I talk about my mama. I love my mama. I didn't do things growing up because I didn't want to make my mom upset. I didn't want to cause her any type of like discomfort or just any, I didn't want to cause her problems. And so my mom said we supposed to go home. I'm like, okay, we gotta go home. And my sister had friends, my sister was popular. She had friends. She wanted to do some stuff. We probably didn't have to go straight home and my mom would have known. But my mom was like, let's go straight home. So I'm like, okay, we gotta listen to mama. You gonna get us in trouble because we're not listening. But then it was like, she didn't want to go. She's like, I'm not going home. You gotta come with me. And I'm like, well, I'm not going with you. So I'm like, well, is mama gonna be more mad that we didn't come straight home, or the fact that we didn't stick together? I need some sleep. I like it. I like it. So, Papa Daddy, if you have any poetry that you want to share, you can email it to me and I will read it on Thursday. So, I will read it all together so I could do it some justice, okay? So, Papa Daddy wrote this. In hindsight, the stroke of the pen is cold, although that is what my ancestors did not know. My identity and land was stolen, as Virginia censors changed us from Indian to Negro. The name of the tribe I do not know. I was a bad boy, quick to say, give me the loot. Discovered my truth, now it's back to the root. Was no teepees, yet the towns they founded. I must be a light in hell, for the hijack has me surrounded. Could it be the Berkeley Springs is Prester John's fountain? I see old altars in these mountains. I like it. I like it. Life is Bored said, what's your sister's story? What's your sister's story? There's a couple times. So my my cousin is the oldest, my sister's the second oldest, and then comes me. And there's a couple times I didn't follow what we were supposed to do, and I followed what they wanted to do, and it got me in trouble. One time I almost got beat because of it. Ken, how you doing? Something's happened over at the church. 2 followers. Oh, that's not good, Russell. You was always the one trying to keep everyone out of trouble. Well, for a long while, I was a baby, so no, I wasn't gonna tell anybody to do. I wasn't gonna, wasn't nobody gonna listen to me. But I just didn't want to get in trouble. If you want to go do whatever you're gonna do, that's cool. Keep me out of it. I wasn't gonna tell. You can go do whatever you want to do. I'll take up for you. I'll act like I don't know nothing, but I don't want to be included. That was my whole ordeal. I don't want to be included whatever you're doing because I know it's not right. I'm not gonna tell on you, but just can can you please go and do what you're gonna do, and then come back when before they know, because I don't want to have to lie for you. Little Delight, how you doing? All right, guys. Tabby is going to head out. Get ready for bed. Get ready for the last uni. I enjoyed you guys tonight. Thank you, Papa Daddy, for sharing your phone. I will be back on tomorrow in the morning. I'm trying my best to wake up to be on by 10 to beat that heat, because my phone says that it's overheating. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. Please try to stay cool. If you're in Texas, you in the South, if you everywhere. So maybe their arms more tired, or if we get whooped, I try to be the last, so maybe the arms get more tired. Nah, I would want to get mine over with. You very welcome, Papa Day. I want to get my whooping over. So I'll say this one little story. I think I shared it before. I have my older cousin, right? She's the oldest of all the grandchildren, right? I was staying in her house in the summertime, and she wanted to go somewhere we weren't supposed to be, right? She said, we just gonna go over there for a little bit and we gonna come back. So she told her mom we were going over a friend's house, and we didn't go there. We went to where she wanted to go. We were there. I waited. I was uncomfortable. Not my business. I'm just there, right? And I'm telling her, hey, maybe we should head back already. Your mom's going to be looking for us. She's like, I'm not ready yet. I don't know. 10 minutes later, I'm like, hey, maybe we should really start heading back now. Your mama's going to be looking for us. She still wasn't ready. After a while, I'm like, no, we really need to go. Your mama is going to be looking for us. We're going to get in trouble. So we leave, right? And we're walking. And we're trying to run home. And I kind of got upset because the dog started chasing us. But it was a little bitty dog. And she kind of kicked the little dog to get it out the way. And I'm like, why you want to kick the dog? The dog would... But that's besides the point, okay? But we're trying to get home. And then we see my aunt coming down the street in her van, and I was like, oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. My aunt is mad. She is fuming. She's like, get in the van. Man, the whole ride back to the house, I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? She's going to ask me where we are, and I don't want to. We were somewhere we were supposed to be. I don't want to tell on my cousin. I'm like, but I'm going to get beat. But I didn't do anything. Man, she took us in the house, and my aunt, she's smart. She separated us. She separated us from the get-go so we couldn't formulate our story. She talked to my cousin, and she talked to me. The creeper bit, she was like, where were you at? I didn't say nothing. She was like, Tabitha, tell me where you were at. Where were y'all at? I didn't say nothing. She's like, I'm going to whoop you if you don't tell me where y'all were at. Little I care how old was I? Maybe like, I had to be like, I don't know, 11 or 12. She was like, tell me where you were. I wasn't going to say nothing. I was like, I got to take this whooping. I can't be a snitch. I was like, I'm going to have to take this whooping. She got the belt and everything. She didn't whoop me. She didn't whoop me. I don't know what changed her mind, but I didn't say nothing. I was scared. Ooh, I was scared, but I wouldn't. Tabby wasn't gonna be no snitch. I held it in. I don't know what she did to my cousin. I don't know what happened, but I held it in. She didn't. I didn't say nothing. I went home and I told my mom. And I think she told my mom that I insisted. She knew, if I remember correctly, my aunt knew that it wasn't me, and she was upset because I didn't want to tell her where we were, but she didn't whoop me because she knew it wasn't my fault. But I was kind of eerie. I was like, man, that was a close one. I just didn't say nothing. I didn't know what to do. I just didn't say nothing. She was asking, I was like, tell her, just don't say nothing. If you gonna get whooping, you gonna get whooping, but at least you ain't gonna be no snitch. We went on. We were somewhere we weren't supposed to be. Supersonic. My cousin was over. We were over somebody's house. It could. It was. Yeah. I ain't say nothing. I was gonna take. I was gonna take my little whooping. I was gonna take my little whooping and still not say nothing. Your aunt not to jump out van. She had the van. She had an Astro van. She was coming down the street looking for us. I would have been mad too. I would have been mad. Cause she figured it out. She knew we weren't where. My cousin must have not covered her. I don't know. She didn't time. I don't know. We were. She was taking too long. So many factors, but I almost got in trouble for that one. That's how you gain respect in the yard. I was kind of upset. I'm like, man, I ain't even do nothing. I ain't even want to be over there. She had the Scooby Doo van for y'all. Yes, she did. It was a close one, y'all. I was afraid she was gonna whoop me. My aunt tough. I didn't want to disappoint her either. That's my favorite aunt. You know, she was the one aunt that took up for me when it came to like how my grandmother was. She was the one aunt that paid attention and saw what was going on and that tried to protect me. And so it's like, you know, I didn't want to disrespect her. I didn't want to, you know, I wanted to be honest, but I didn't want to tell my cousins. So I just remained quiet. I was scared. I was scared. I don't know nothing. I ain't did nothing. No, she knew I knew, but she knew I wasn't. She saw I wasn't gonna say nothing. I think I was a little upset at my cousin. I don't know if I think I was kind of quiet. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go home now. You get me in trouble. I'm not used to this. I didn't do stuff like that. I didn't do stuff like that. She yelled at the others. Y'all about to get Tammy in trouble. Yeah, I wasn't used to stuff like that. My mom said something, I listen. That's too much drama. You know, when you don't do what you're supposed to do, it causes too much trouble. Yeah, I wasn't trying to do it. That's so funny. All right, y'all. Time we gonna head out, get ready for bed. I enjoyed you guys tonight. Thank you to my moderators, Brent and Mike. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to the Tabby Land Ambassador, Physics Bro. I ain't too sure about you, Tabby. What? What do you mean you ain't too sure? What I did? Y'all didn't have my mama on here. She didn't been on here. She told you I was a good kid. She told you I was a good kid. My own mama vouched for me. Physics Bro said I ain't too sure about you, Tabby. Any more funny stories? I don't know. I'm sure there are. I'm sure I got a bunch of funny stories. I have another one about with my dad. We was over my dad's house. My sister wasn't where she was supposed to be. My dad told us there was like a little creek or something behind the apartments. My dad went to go get pizza. He told me, my sister, and my little brother, stay over here. There's a bunch of little kids. There's a bunch of kids going to the little creek or pond or whatever, right? And one of the little kids drowned. My dad said, y'all gonna be outside. Stay over here. Don't go into the woods where the pond is. So I'm playing at the little park. My little brother's at the park. He playing with his little Tonka trucks in the sand. And my sister go tiptoeing off, you know. My sister was the cool one. She was the cool one, the popular one, you know. She had the friends, right? She go tiptoeing off. My dad come back with the pizza. Baby, where your sister at? I look up. I don't know. You don't know where your sister is? No. I knew where she was, but I wasn't going to say it. I don't know what happened. You know, my dad, he wasn't one. He never whooped us. He didn't, you know, my dad never whooped me. He did whoop my little brother. He used to tear my little brother up. But, he, you know, he never touched me. But yeah, he pretty ticked off at my sister. I think she got yelled at, but I be knowing what's going on, but I don't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Don't come to me for no information because I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Why am I in my room looking for my belt? I couldn't say nothing to my sister either because you'll do well in prison. I can't say nothing to my sister either because she's the older sister, right? She's not gonna listen to me. She wouldn't listen to me, but it's like, you know, she wanted to do whatever she wanted to do, and I'm just like, oh. And then I feel kind of, as we got older, more situations like that happen. It's like I didn't want her to get in trouble. I know she just wanted to have fun. You know, sometimes it was just such a close call. I'm like, man, you gonna get me in trouble because I'm trying to cover for you. But my mama would be knowing. She'd be like, you know something and you ain't telling. I'm like, mama, don't put me in that situation. Don't put me in that situation, mama. What would you do if it's your sister and your mama can't ask her? My mom be like, I tell. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Same one that rolls down the back. Wait, no, no, no. That's Maria. They both aggressive. My sister, she aggressive too. I told you guys. So me and my mom and my sister used to go for walks in my mom's neighborhood. We go for walks. They had a little trail, right? I smiled to people on the walk. You know, I'm friendly. And we crossed this one man, and I spoke to him. I said, hello, you know. And he just ignored me. He made a kind of a face or whatever. And my mom said something, and my sister was like, well, if you did. I was like, you can't do that. She was like, he seen you speak to him, and he just gonna look at you like that. I was like, you can't be like that. Like, okay, if he don't say nothing, it's cool. I'm like, man, I'm gonna stop talking to people. You can't be doing people like that. But my mama was laughing, and I was like, that's not funny, man. What did they do? Would have got mad? It was a little bit funny. It was a little bit funny. But I was like, man, I'm trying to spread some love and cheer. She got mad, cussed at the dude. I was like, I can't be walking with y'all. I can't do that. It was a little bit funny. Because I spoke to the man, and he just kind of made a face. Like, he saw me, you know. He just didn't acknowledge me, which I don't care. I smile at people. I talk to people. Whether or not they receive it, I didn't did my deed for the day. But my sister was pissed. She was mad. All right, y'all. I'm heading out. Y'all have a blessed night. Yeah, he wasn't friendly. It's okay. You know, the only time, like, I don't mind speaking to people. He receives something. I don't, so I speak to people that smile. Sometimes they smile back, sometimes they don't. I don't care, you know. I may be giving them the only smile or acknowledgement they get today. I did my part, but it doesn't bother me. Now, I will get a little bit bothered if I see like a small child or, you know, like a little toddler or child speak to somebody and the person dismiss it. I'm like, really? You really that hard that you don't want to acknowledge a little bit? You know how sometimes babies wave or they smile or they say hi, and some people don't respond to it. I'm like, you better speak to that little baby. That little angel right there is acknowledging your rusty, crusty, dusty self, and you ain't gonna say nothing back. You better talk to that baby. I don't like that. Little baby angel, they so brand new, you know. They just be hi, and you don't want to say nothing to that baby. You better speak to that baby. I don't like that. Tabby love kids. All right, y'all. Enough with the stories. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Oh, Joe, you caught me at the end of my life. Yeah, James said that's right. You don't do little babies like that. They little angels. They little angels. We acknowledging all little kids. We acknowledging little babies. We acknowledging the special needs people. Yeah, they angels. Rusty, crusty, dusty. Yeah, you want to speak to the little baby. That little baby acknowledge you. And you gonna ignore them. You that mean, you don't see that baby talking to you. I'd be like, what people think? What are you thinking? You were once a little kid, you know, you were once a little baby. It's mean people. How your heart gonna be so hard you don't even want to acknowledge a little person? They be so sweet. I love little kids. I love little kids. All right, y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. I hope y'all rest well. Happy birthday to Miss Valerie. It's still her birthday. We celebrating for the rest of the week. You do too? Yeah, you ignore a little person. All right, y'all. Thank you, guys. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good night times two. Mike gonna get on me for lingering. All right, Tabby, it's time to wrap it up. All right, y'all. Good night. It's time to wrap it up.